I receive a lot of comments and emails in regards to the healing power of music. You know, people, they'll be learning guitar and they'll start playing guitar for a loved one who's fallen ill. And, you know, I really wanted to follow up on all those comments and emails with a video that might help you, you know, if you find yourself in that situation. You know, I'm not naive. I know that you can't just play a song and magically all your problems go away. But I've simply observed the power that music has in certain situations, you know, and I know how much it can help. Even if it's not necessarily changing anything, it's still doing something. So I'm here today with my wife, Christina.
Hello.
And, you know, she's basically my therapist, you know, like like sometimes I'll get overwhelmed with working on the channel and all that stuff. And, you know, she's always the one who makes me feel better. And I just thought it would be good to have her here, have her vibe. Also, she's the one who thought of this because she goes through my comments regularly, and she pointed out, you know, the fact that so many people have had these experiences with music, and she helped come up with the list of songs, and I made sure that they're all pretty simple. There's nothing too tricky here, so you're going to be able to focus on like the feeling behind them and the actual moment, right? Now, as far as sheet music is concerned, these are all copywritten songs, and while some people are willing to, you know, break copyright law and do that, I'm not so keen on that. So you can just type the name of the song, chords, and it'll pop up. But if you've watched any other videos of mine like this, you know that I'm not really a fan of learning that way anyways, because it doesn't really stick. So I'm going to show you a better way to do it as we learn these tunes. So, you know, it might be a good idea to grab a pen, grab some paper, because this is just an awesome way to learn songs. You know, the quickest way to have the song down so that you don't even need the paper. Our first song is, what did you choose for our first song?
I chose Lean on Me.
All
Such
right.
a classic.
Classic. I just made a lesson for this. It's not out yet, but so I know this one. It's just 3 chords, A, D, and E. And for the strumming pattern, it's like, let's just do it on an A chord. It's like down, root, down, down, up, which is like one of the 3 most common strumming patterns. And I wrote the chords out for us here, but I'm going to put them in the corner so you guys can see them too. We do the strumming pattern 2 times on A, 2 times on D, 2 times on A, 2 times on E. And then the next time we do it, there's this little rhythmic push. That's the only thing that's kind of out of the ordinary. Otherwise, this is a really simple song. So we know that there's always tomorrow. You know, so there's like that little rhythmic push. So we do our strumming pattern normally on A, and then we go down, root, down, and then the A chord. Lean on me, and then you know. So you might want to work on that, just going on the E chord, down, root, down, A. And it goes with the rhythm of the words, so it's really easy to sing and play that at the same time because all the rhythm follows itself. Anyways, are you good for this?
Let's sing it.
Because I just taught this. I know all about it, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on.
That's it.
Alright, so the next song that I chose is by Tom Petty, Won't Back Down.
Cool. Another one that I know.
Yeah.
It's G, E minor, C, D, like the 4 most common, like super cool chord shapes.
Yeah.
Did you actually learn it? I don't know if she learned it.
I actually don't know this. I've never played it before on the guitar, but I've heard it a bunch, and I just love how this song unleashes into the chorus.
Okay.
From a songwriter's point of view, it's just really dope.
So once again, as far as like writing the song down, I print off the lyrics and it kind of fills up the left side of the page usually. And then I'll write the chord grid, like what I'm showing you in the corner. I'll just write that down on the other side. And you could write it for every section, or you could just write it like, you know, the verse and then the chorus. So like that's how I would do it for this tune. And that way you kind of have what the guitar player does and what the singer does, and you know, it's the way to do it. Anyways, we're gonna start off on an E minor. It goes E minor, D, G, G. And we do that a couple times, and then it goes E minor, D, C, and then back to E minor, D, G. So pretty straightforward. You can see it all written here. Let's just give it a shot. The chorus might throw you for a bit of a loop, but you can always just watch this, see how it goes, and then rewind it and try it with us after. 1, 2, 3. Well, I won't
Back down.
had to find the key.
No, I won't back down. You can stand me up at the gates of hell, but I won't back down. No, I stand my ground, won't be turned around. And I keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down.
On a C chord, won't back.
Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, I will stand my ground, and I won't back down.
Cool. So for the chorus, when we go to that C chord, I just went to straight up downstrokes. You can keep the same strumming pattern going, but I feel like that just like, you know, really goes, especially since you're singing louder. And yeah, you know, we just have that kind of those 6 chords, and then it's back to the regular progression. So this one's really straightforward. Once you get to that point, you can just do the rest of the song, no problem. Next up,
Well, I felt like you couldn't do an uplifting song set without some Bob Marley. So this is Three Little Birds.
awesome. The very first lesson I ever taught on the
All
channel.
right. So how do you do a reggae feel?
Like normally you'd have a whole band, and then the electric guitar player would play like and commonly when I first started playing, I also thought you did upstrokes. So I thought you went like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I've taught it that way a little bit, but it's better if you do all downstrokes. Just sounds better going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And if you just play it like that, it's weird because it's just all the offbeats. Like you do need that foundation, that bass line, you know. So even if it's something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, now, and that's like the general feel. But if you're just playing it by yourself, I would just go like, just root down, root down, root down, root. Don't worry, just simple.
About a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, melodies pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry.
All right. So the next song is "Stand by Me."
Classic.
Great song to support each
Yeah.
other.
Played this one like 4 times in 30 days of guitar this January. So
Yeah,
which I know
it's-
you took, so you know this.
I
one.
know this one. It's so good, and you'll always have people singing along to it too.
Yeah.
So let's do it.
We're gonna do it with the most common strumming pattern ever, and then the chords are just like that super common chord progression: G, E minor, C, D. I'll write everything in the corner, and let's give it a shot. A 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me all time. Stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. Stand by me. Verse.
Our final song is Amazing Grace. This is a classic for so many reasons. I feel like it's in everyone's DNA.
Yeah, it's
So-
and this one I'll note is in 3/4 time, so we count to 3 over and over again. So the strumming's going to feel a little bit different, especially if you're not used to that. So I would, first of all, if you're totally lost, count along when we play this. But secondly, as for a pattern that you can do, just down, down, up, down, up. So a downstroke on 1, and then down, up on 2, down, up on 3. That's going to be like a really easy, basic way to cut through this tune. And the chords, as far as the chords are concerned, this one's just like G, C, and D. Very, very straightforward. Let's just give it a shot. I have everything written down here for you guys. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieve. Gotta have her for the high notes. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. So those are 5 songs for helping and healing. Once again, I'd like to thank my wife for, she helps me out with all this. She goes through all the comments. She calms me down when I'm getting overwhelmed with everything. So I am very appreciative.
You're welcome.
Of all the help. Otherwise, take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and we'll see you later.
See you later.